From heroin addict to Ivy League, that's the path of a local man who overcame his addiction to drugs through a Huntsville recovery program. That program is his way. Here's the Madison native's incredible story of transformation. When Matt Norman looks at his acceptance letter to Columbia University, he's still filled with the same emotions he felt the first time he opened it on October 1st.
It was bizarre for me because 2 years ago I was shooting heroin, and then that day I was accepted into an Ivy League school.
Matt graduated from His Way, an addiction recovery program for men, this past March after doing drugs for 20 years. It was his second time through the program.
I was on opiates at the time. It was like Oxycontin. When I relapsed the second time, I went back to heroin.
Matt did the year program twice at His Way.
The first time I relapsed afterwards and came back about 3 months later. And I've been here for about 2 years now, since I came back that second time.
He now works at His Way as a house and resident manager where he's helping others on the path to recovery. He says he definitely would not have been able to get to where he is now, headed to Columbia, without His Way.
I was very grateful because His Way was one of the biggest mechanisms in my life for doing that. I wouldn't have been able to do it without it. In fact, I think it was the biggest thing.
Going through the program, he says he discovered how much he enjoyed going to class and learning. And that's where he says the dream to continue his education began to stir. So he started taking classes at Calhoun and UAH. Over the summer, he applied and attended a writer's workshop at Yale. He attributes his ability to dream again and go after those dreams to a key moment his second time in the program.
I realized this freedom that I had in sobriety and in Jesus, and that I could do anything in the world that I wanted. And I really started to believe that.
Matt's goal is to become a professor, and he also intends to continue helping others battling addiction.
One of the biggest causes of my sobriety has been being involved in a community with which I can serve. I would love to combine professional life with my personal passions of service, and specifically serving the drug community, because I want everyone out there on drugs or homeless or wherever to realize that they are ultimately free and can do whatever they want in life.
To help raise money for Matt's tuition. You can find that link and read more about Matt's journey by heading over to the Rocket City Now app or website and clicking on this story. And also, His Way just recently kicked off a drug and alcohol recovery program for women.